And we have another new roller coaster just announced for 2018. Not for 2017, even though it's currently 2016. But we have an announcement for a coaster that will be opening in 2018 at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. We do not have a name for it. The code name is Construction 2018. But it is a Mack Multi-Launch coaster, and man, this ride just looks incredible. Before the official announcement, a lot of us had heard rumors that this park would be getting something from Mack, and I'll just say right now, this looks like it could be easily the best ride at Blackpool. If I had one word for it, I would say long. This coaster just seems to never end. When you're watching a point of view of it, you're like, okay, when's it over? Okay, I think it's going to end now. Nope, you're halfway through. So let's run through the stats real quick. So it's going to feature 2 launches. It'll reach a maximum speed of 50 miles per hour, which actually doesn't seem that fast, because at least from watching it in the point of views, I would have guessed that it would be around 60 or more. But I think because this coaster has so many tight turns, it's going to feel like you're going a lot faster. We know its maximum height is 88.5 feet with a drop of 82 feet. It'll feature 2 inversions, and apparently it is a 2-minute and 30-second ride time, and at its maximum point, it'll pull 4 Gs. It'll have 16 riders per train, feature 2 tunnels, and is apparently going to cost around $21 million US, which is pretty expensive for a roller coaster. Apparently Mack rides are pretty expensive, but I imagine part of that cost is because of how this coaster is situated in the park. It is going to interact with tons of rides. According to Blackpool, it is going to have 15 interactions with 5 different rides. And apparently that is going to include Big One, Steeplechase, Big Dipper, Pleasure Beach Express, and Grand Prix. And this will be a first for the UK. The coaster I would compare this the most to is Helix by far, but Blue Flyer isn't too far off, and again, that's in Germany, so this is going to be a first for the UK. And overall, I'm really hearing nothing but positive things about this ride. This coaster makes Blackpool Pleasure Beach a must-visit for those in Europe for 2018. The only downside I really see is that the color scheme isn't the greatest. However, from what I've heard, that color scheme is not final. The park could possibly change it, which I think if they did, then not too many people would complain. I think its colors just are a little funky in consideration with their current rides. I just don't think it works together. But looking at the layout, I think its layout is strong. It's got lots of those rapid fire bank turns. And I think it's kind of cool how that first launch sends you straight into an airtime hill. Kind of unique. However, of the entire ride, I only counted 2 moments of airtime. That airtime hill after that first launch, and then a tiny one after the second launch. So this coaster definitely is not about the airtime. I think it is about speed, feeling low to the ground. It has so many twisty sections. So I think it's for sure a good fit for the park. I think it isn't a bad thing that this coaster isn't about airtime because they have other coasters in the park that kind of supplement with that. So this kind of brings in a Maverick or Rita type roller coaster, except instead of Intamin, it's Mack rides. It's definitely something different. With most Mack coasters, you see them going upside down a ton. And even though this ride does have this cool roll and an Immelman, the main focus definitely is not the inversions. However, I'm sure the inversions will be a great part of the ride for sure. Overall, though, I am really pleased. Every time I watch a point of view, I am astonished at how long the ride is. I can tell that whoever was designing this coaster put tons of time into it, trying to work it in with the current park layout, and really design it specifically for Blackpool. And it definitely shows. This ride looks fabulous. I can't wait to hopefully one day experience it. So I want to hear about your thoughts for Construction 2018 or whatever the heck they're going to call this. No, of course, that's not going to be the final name. They're going to rename it. But post all of those thoughts in the comment section below. And of course, you can stay tuned for any future analyses of soon-to-be announced roller coasters. And those will come out whenever those announcements are made. So make sure to stay tuned for those. And I'll catch you guys later.